From your breaking news station, this is Local 6 at 6.
They are female teachers who made headlines convicted of having sex with students. But is there a double standard when it comes to punishing men found guilty of the same offense? Two recent high-profile cases in Central Florida are raising questions tonight. Does the justice system treat these offenders equally? Todd Jakowski went to some legal experts for answers.
Jacqueline, I spoke with several current and former attorneys about their thoughts on a double standard. It's important to point out that there's no real solid research on the subject, but there is an overwhelming opinion about whether a double standard exists. Teacher Sarah Joel cried incessantly during her sentencing this week. She got 2.5 years of house arrest for having sex with a former student, even though the guidelines called for 5.5 years in prison.
Somehow it's become okay that these female teachers can have sex with their male students, get probation, not have to go to prison, not have to pay the same penalty that a male teacher would have paid for.
Case in point, dance instructor George Fagan got 6.5 years in prison yesterday for having sex with 2 of his students. That disparity raises the question.
In my opinion is yes, there is a double standard.
Former federal prosecutor and Barry University law professor Leonard Birdsong says the state's sentencing guidelines give judges too much wiggle room.
Women generally are not thought of as predators, Todd. They're really not. Very seldom do women get the death penalty, even when they kill.
I asked Sarah Joel's defense attorney if he thinks his client benefited from a double standard.
Each case is different, and in different cases, a female teacher would be sent to prison.
In fact, just last month, this woman from Vero Beach got 30 years for having sex with a teenager. But it seems there are more cases like Deborah LaFave, who got house arrest.
Very often the way the courts and the sentencing judges look at it, when men take advantage of children, they're doing something much more sinister than women are. And it's the old thing about strangers with candy.
Another consideration is the plea. Joel admitted her guilt and apologized profusely. Fagan pleaded no contest and said nothing.
Maybe there was a lack of contrition that made the judge give him a longer time.
And it used to be that legally a woman cannot even be prosecuted for raping a man. Now, the laws have since changed, but most attorneys I talked to believe the mindset in the legal system has not caught up yet. Bob?
All right, Todd, thanks. Now, although the flames are out, 3 firefighters are hurt.